The geopolitical importance of Ukraine has traditionally been framed around its strategic location, bridging Eastern Europe and Russia, and its extensive agricultural output as one of the world's leading grain producers. However, an equally significant, though sometimes underexplored facet of Ukraine's strategic value lies beneath its soil, its abundant mineral and rare earth resources. These resources, critical for modern industries and technologies, have positioned Ukraine as a potential linchpin in global supply chains, elevating its geopolitical importance to a new level. Ukraine has a storied history of mining and metallurgy dating back to the Soviet era. The country's mineral wealth includes significant reserves of iron ore, coal, manganese, titanium and uranium, among others. In particular, Ukraine is home to some of Europe's largest iron ore deposits, particularly in the Kryvyi Rih region. These reserves are an essential backbone for Ukraine's steel industry, historically making the country one of the top steel exporters. The Nikopol Basin in southeastern Ukraine is among the largest manganese ore basins in the world, critical for steel making. With growing applications in the aerospace, defense and medical industries, these minerals have taken on increasing significance. Ukraine's considerable deposits make it one of the major producers and potential exporters in Europe. Ukraine's nuclear power industry depends on domestically mined uranium. Although it still imports nuclear fuel, the country's uranium deposits, among Europe's most notable, have drawn international attention for their energy security dimension. While these conventional mineral resources remain vital, the real game changer lies with the next frontier of strategic minerals, rare earth elements, and critical raw materials like lithium, cobalt, and graphite. Rare earth elements, including neodymium, dysprosium, praseodymium, and others, are integral components in the manufacturing of high-tech products, smartphones, electric vehicles, wind turbines, and advanced defense systems. Currently, China dominates global rare earth production and processing, controlling an overwhelming share of the global market. Countries across the world, especially in North America and the European Union, have expressed interest in diversifying rare earth supplies to reduce strategic vulnerabilities. Ukraine's untapped or underexploited rare earth deposits make it an intriguing alternative partner or supplier for these nations. While the extent of Ukraine's rare earth reserves has not been explored to the same level as those of other major producing countries, preliminary studies suggest the country possesses notable potential. In particular, carbonatite intrusions and placer deposits in south-central Ukraine hint at possible rare earth and associated critical mineral deposits, such as zirconium, titanium, and lithium-bearing minerals. Lithium reserves are thought to exist in significant quantities in central and eastern Ukraine. Lithium is critical for the global energy transition, powering batteries for electric vehicles and renewable energy storage solutions. If fully developed, these rare earth and lithium resources could help loosen the current stranglehold on global supply chains and offer Ukraine a more prominent position in future-oriented industries. The green energy transition around the world has fueled an immense demand for critical minerals, everything from lithium and cobalt for batteries to the rare earth magnets needed in electric motors and wind turbines. As electric vehicle (EV) adoption accelerates and renewable energy capacity expands, supply chains for these materials must be broadened to maintain stable prices and secure access. The EU's dedication to reducing dependence on imports from single-source suppliers aligns with Ukraine's resource potential. Given Ukraine's geographic proximity and potential mineral wealth, closer partnerships in extraction, processing and supply could prove beneficial for both. For Ukraine, leveraging its mineral base into refined processing and manufacturing capacities can drive economic growth, attract foreign investment, and foster closer ties with the EU and other global partners. An enticing proposition, especially in the context of ongoing economic and security challenges. Beyond purely economic considerations, Ukraine's minerals are geographically and geopolitically concentrated in its eastern and southern regions, areas that have become focal points in recent conflicts. Control over these resource-rich territories translates into substantial financial and strategic leverage for whoever holds them. One dimension of the tension with Russia is tied to the economic value rooted in Ukraine's industrial heartland. Access to key mineral resources has historically underpinned regional industries that feed global supply chains in steel, chemicals, and heavy machinery. If Ukraine fully capitalizes on its rare earth and critical minerals potential, it gains a stronger hand internationally. Meanwhile, external powers may seek closer partnerships or aim to secure long-term offtake agreements, raising Ukraine's profile in diplomatic negotiations. Extracting and processing these minerals is not without hurdles. Infrastructure demands are high, mining costs can be substantial, and environmental concerns loom large. Rare earth mining in particular involves chemically intensive processes that necessitate stringent oversight to prevent ecological damage. Additionally, Ukraine's political and economic stability remains a concern. Prolonged conflict, shifting borders, and external pressures can deter foreign investment, slow project development, and disrupt supply chains. Nevertheless, Ukraine has shown resilience and interest in aligning with Western institutions and standards, suggesting that with the right reforms and partnerships, it can attract the capital and expertise necessary to develop these resources responsibly. For decades, Ukraine's mineral wealth played a secondary role in its geopolitical narrative, overshadowed by energy pipelines, agriculture, and political alliances. Today, as the global economy pivots to high-tech industries and green energy systems, rare earths and critical minerals have taken center stage. Ukraine's untapped potential places it at a crossroads, one in which effective and sustainable management of its resources could substantially enhance its global standing and economic security. In the broader geopolitical arena, Ukraine's ability to provide alternative supplies of strategically significant minerals could reshape alliances and trade flows. By investing in geological exploration, establishing environmentally sound extraction methods, and forging stable partnerships with leading technology and manufacturing countries, Ukraine could transform itself into a cornerstone of Europe's and the world's critical mineral supply chain. As countries strive to reduce reliance on single dominant suppliers and fortify their energy transitions, Ukraine's mineral and rare earth riches could well emerge as the keystone of a more diversified and secure global future.